Hello my friends, I always keep forgetting asking you to subscribe to my channel, so I'll do that at the beginning of the video this time. Please subscribe because it's a new channel, it means a lot and helps a lot. So let's start learning how to do a V-neck. So a V-neck is actually decreasing from the middle to both sides, so it's not just decreasing. Well, I started a similar sample and I knitted it until the point where we will start our neck, so we can do it together. I started it with 40 loops and I have this small clipper and I'll attach it to the 21st, so I'll know that this half I have 20 and the second half that I have 20. When you're doing a V-neck, you will need not only 2 but 3 needles of the same size. So be prepared. In the middle of the video I'll say bring your 3rd needle and you really need it. There are 2 ways of doing this. I'll tell you both and you can pick which one to use. So we're going to do these 2 sides separately. So when we start decreasing, we will transfer this side, not transfer but leave it on a loop, on a needle, and we will keep on doing this. When we're finished, we will keep on doing this. Or what you can do is do 1 row here, leave it, do 1 row here, leave it, 2nd row here, and go on like this. For teaching purposes, on this video I will do one side first, finish it, and go on with the 2nd side. But in real life I prefer doing it 1 row here, 1 row here, because it's not always very easy to keep it symmetrical, and once you get interrupted, sometimes you don't have the chance to get back to your work for a couple of days, and it's not very easy to count. So I prefer doing it 1 row here, 1 row here, and growing both sides symmetrically. So now let's begin. So let's see what we have to do. We will just knit as usual until we come to the end. And in the end, I will decrease 1 loop per row. How will I decrease? I will spare the last one. I will knit these 2 together and knit the last one by itself. That's how I will decrease. And then I will turn back. And when I turn back, I will not do any decreases. I will just do the purl. Let's do it together for a couple rows. You know, the first one we don't touch. The rest, until the last 3, we will knit as usual. So here we are. So I will do my decreasing here. This will be the last one, so I will knit these 2 together. And I will knit the last one. Now I will introduce the 3rd needle. I'm doing it like this to secure it, and I'll get my 3rd needle. This will not be touched. I will keep on with these 2 needles, okay? I will just leave it here. So where am I? I am here. I'm doing this. So when I'm doing that, I'm on the back side of my project. I will not do any decreases. As usual, I will not purl my first one. And then I will purl all the rest. I'm not going to spare anything. The 3rd needle is going crazy. I cannot find a better way to hold it right now with the camera and everything, but I'm sure you'll figure out a better way. Okay, almost done. Okay, now let's turn around. And let's turn this one around as well, so we can see where we are. Okay. So we have started this decrease. So we have done just 1, so it's not really visible, but we will keep on doing it. How are we going to keep on doing it? knit as usual until the end. Make sure to stop when you come to the final 3. Knit these 2 together, knit this one on itself, turn around, purl. Okay, so I have done several more rows and I want to show you and talk about it. So I hope this third needle doesn't confuse you, because we're not doing anything about it. Just ignore it until we finish this side. What we're doing here is very similar to what we already did in a separate video. We are decreasing only on one edge and we're going straight up on the other edge. Do you remember? I'll put the link in the explanation and also the video somewhere around here. So just growing one side and then decreasing on the other side. That's what we're doing. We're not taking this into consideration at all. So let's go over how to do it. So the first ones we always transfer to the right needle. We knit until we come to the final 3. When we come to the final 3, we knit these 2 together as one, so we decrease, and then we knit this one on itself. Then we turn around. When we turn around, we take the first one, transfer it to the right needle, because we never purl or knit the first one, and then we purl all the way along as usual. No decreasing activity on the back side. Let's do it together for one more time. First one, transfer it. The rest, knit it up until you come to the final 3 loops. Okay, so here I am at the final 3. I will knit these 2 together, decreased successfully, and now knit this one. So I have done the front side. Now I'll turn back and I'll do the back side. Now here I am, I'm doing this side. Okay, so just transfer the first one to the right needle, but the rest is just transfer the first one to the right needle, and the rest will just be purled. Nothing fancy. Okay, so I'll just keep purling this one. So I'll meet you in the end. Bye-bye. So I have repeated what I have just shown you for a few more rows, and you can go on as much as you want. But also you can decide to at some point stop decreasing and knit whatever you have, like a strap here for the shoulders. So in this sample I have 20 loops here, and I stop decreasing when I have 10 loops left, and I will do the same here. So I had decreased until I have 10 loops left, so I decreased by half, and then I'll knit some more rows to match this sample, and then I'll cast off, and then I'll show you how to go on with the second half. So here we are, half of our V-neck is finished, and now we don't have to deal with 3 needles. We will only work with 2 because this is separated from the needle. So we will come here and go up until here by decreasing, and then we'll be done. But we have something missing. We have no yarn attached to our piece because we worked with the yarn here and cut it off here. So what you have to do is, now we can remove this. We don't need it anymore. What you have to do is get your yarn and tie it here. So just make a knot. And then start knitting. Just a simple tie. So now we will start decreasing from this side. So we are going to transfer this to our right needle. We will knit these 2 together. We will knit the rest. We'll turn around We'll transfer the first one to our right needle, purl the rest. Let's do one row together. Let's transfer the first one to our right needle, then knit the next two together so we decrease. Let's knit. So, finished. Let's turn back. And we'll do just a regular purl. So on the right piece here, we were decreasing at the last 3 loops. Here on the left piece, we are decreasing on the first loops, but doesn't really make a difference. It's the same technique. You spare the one at the very end and decrease from the next 2. Be it in the beginning, be it in the end, doesn't matter. The logic is the same. You spare the one at the very end to keep a good edge. So the back side is finished. We have decreased only 1 row. Now we'll do another. Here we will take this onto our right needle without doing anything, and we will, it's not easy, take the 2 together. Yes, knit as one, so we have decreased another. We will knit the rest of it, and then we'll turn around and we'll purl as usual. So let me finish this row and I'll show you. And I will not finish all way long because I think you get the idea. That's my dog yawning. So I have one good news and one bad news. This way you can complete a V-neck on any project. That's the good news. The bad news is this is lacking armpits, but that's going to be on another video. Now let's not complicate things and let's learn the V-neck. Okay, so as you see, we are decreasing by 1 in every row, only on the front side. We are not decreasing starting from the first loop. We transfer to our right needle, we knit the next 2 together. When we're on the right piece, we knit and we decrease in the end, and we finish this part. When we come here, we have no yarn attached, we attach our yarn, and we knit at the beginning, not from the first, but the second and the third. We decrease from the second and the third, and we knit till the end. When we turn back, we don't do anything special. So this is how you will keep up with this, and you'll have this beautiful V-neck. If you want to have it, for example, with such an angle, you don't have to decrease by 1. You can decrease by 2 if you want. But this is the main logic behind it. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like the video, comment, and please subscribe to my channel. Hope to see you again.